All right, guys, give Penn State credit. I thought it was a great crowd, great environment. They really fed off that. Guys played hard. They really made a lot of shots, 8 threes in the second half. We had trouble, just didn't defend well enough. Give them credit. I thought our guys did some really good things. Got a good look at the end there. So we'll learn from this and move forward. Questions?
Go ahead.
Chris, you mentioned the shot like 60% in the second half and just kept coming. What were you trying to do defensively and what wasn't working?
Oh, I mean, they had some guys make shots that really hadn't up to this point, but that are capable shooters. We knew they were capable shooters. We knew 11 was a better shooter than what he had performed up to this point. Give him credit, making 4 out of 5, and then I think that just gave their group some momentum.
When it's an 18-point lead and they're cutting it, what are you looking for from your guys in some of those moments, and what were you seeing in the huddles and conversations with your players?
Yeah, good. They were in a great spot. I just think, we knew it was going to be, we knew we were going to be playing a really desperate Penn State team. They had played really well last time out, so we have great respect for them. So I don't think we anticipated that, it was going to be anything other than a really tough game. We just needed to get some defensive rebounds. When we could get stops, we just didn't rebound it well enough.
Chris, once you guys went up by 17 or 18, whatever it was, do you think you guys continued to play with like the urgency needed to keep that lead, or do you think they maybe let off the gas a little bit?
Not on the glass. Yeah, I think the glass and the effort plays is probably where we just weren't good enough. If there was, I have to go back and look at the tape, and I don't think we were nearly aggressive enough against the zone.
Right.
What kind of was the plan in the first half to kind of stop in the paint, and then how did that kind of change for you?
Oh, they put more skill and shooting on the floor in the second half, so I think that spread us out a little bit. And those guys are good players. I mean, Clary's a really, really good player. He's as dynamic as any guard. Their backcourt's as dynamic as any backcourt we've played. We played some pretty good ones in A&M. They are really a dynamic backcourt, so give those guys credit. They're hard to play in space.
Chris, for those of us who cover Penn State, how do you think Evan handled what was probably an emotional situation for him?
He's a great kid. I think everybody who knows him knows he's a great kid. He was really focused on the team doing well, and you hear stuff from the crowd, but he really focused on just playing well.
Let's go back to Adam.
How did the foul trouble for Bruce and Roddy impact some of your plans as the game went on, and maybe second half play as well?
Well, it did affect our rotation in the first half. I think being able to get to halftime with both of them with 2 was huge for us. Sometimes maybe it might have took them out of rhythm. I don't think necessarily it took them out of rhythm. I give Penn State's defense credit for that. So we were able to get to halftime with both guys and with just 2, which was fine.
You mentioned the look that you got for Jamison from the corner. Is that exactly how you drew it up?
Yeah, there's a couple different options off of it, but we'll take a guy like Jamison shooting a wide open corner 3 for sure.
Did you feel like the first true road game, did that impact some guys maybe trying to do a little bit too much or trying to get a little sped up at times?
It might have, Adam. It might have. I think their defense speeds you up. I think it was a great environment. I think I give their defense a lot of credit for that. But again, they made shots. Those guys really made shots. Certainly, I think the things that we could control is defending the line better, but the glass. And I think our aggressiveness against the zone, that's where we've got to get a lot better.